Alrighty, let's go to our next matchup here in our film study. We are going Patriots at the Bills here, and all we really have to watch is Josh Allen highlights because the man got it done in this game. Touchdown every single drive, the perfect game. And we saw the Chiefs almost have a perfect game earlier this season against the Eagles. They scored a touchdown on every single one of their drives besides one where they threw the interception. At the time, we gave the Chiefs a little bit of a free pass there and still kind of counted it as a perfect game, but now that we've got an official perfect game right here, that Chiefs quote-unquote perfect game is no longer a quote-unquote perfect game. It is an imperfect game, and the Bills are the only team this season to have a perfect game. So that's big time. We've already declared the Buffalo Bills the Super Bowl champions, and that's unfortunate for Joe Burrow and Derrick Henry because they're both very good, but we already know Josh Allen and the Bills take care of business, and they will win the Super Bowl this year, folks. We got $10,000 on that, so it's going to happen. So we just got to kind of, once again, reinforce our pick right here of the Bills getting it done. So let's just go through quickly right here and watch Josh Allen's big old highlights right here against his Patriots team, looking flawless here at home in the playoffs. And we absolutely loved it. And another reason why we're so confident, and we'll probably see it, but the Bills were aggressive. Coaching was aggressive offensively, and that was one of the kind of knocks that we had on the Bills heading into this season, heading into the playoffs, why we kind of unfortunately did call this Bills team playoff pretenders. A little unfortunate there, but we're ready to make it up for them by betting $10,000 on them to win the Super Bowl. So the Bills, folks, Josh Allen, let's see what he's got. Here we go. First play of the game here. Josh Allen, strike over the middle to Stephon Diggs. Are we seeing a pattern? Getting Stephon Diggs out to a hot start here. Joe Burrow getting Jamar Chase out to a hot start. The Eagles did not get Devontae Smith out to a hot start. And we're going to talk about the Bucs, and what we're going to be focusing in on is Mike Evans. Once again, Mike Evans getting it done. Their number one key receiver, getting him into the game, involved in the game early and often. So these teams being aggressive, getting the ball to their playmakers early and often is absolute key. So if we see any teams not doing that as we progress through our film study, they're not going to have our endorsement, and we're not going to pick them to probably win, and probably won't pick them to have a favorable spread when we do predict to the lines tomorrow on the show. We're not going to do that because we're seeing other teams that are getting their stars involved early and often. So this is another big time, fantastic green flag, green light to bet the Bills $10,000 to win the championship, right? So here we go. Josh Allen on 2nd and 10, rolling out of the pocket, deciding to take off and run with it, and it's 10, 15, 20, 25 yards right there. Another reason we love this Bills team, Josh Allen's legs. And then on 3rd and 3, it's a design quarterback keep on 3rd and 3. Shout out to Brian DeBull for getting it done, folks, right there, and being aggressive and allowing Josh Allen to utilize his legs a little bit more out here. This is what we've been preaching for and clamoring for all year long. Allow Josh Allen to run. Stop being scared that he gets injured. You cannot play timid in this league, folks. Have you ever watched football? When they play timid, you lose the game. Look at the Eagles playing timid, not going out and forcing the ball to Devontae Smith to try to beat the defending Super Bowl champions alongside Tom Brady. So I just don't. What are we doing playing scared? That's not going to get you anything. Not playing scared, or playing scared gets you a loss, and not playing scared and your quarterback getting injured also result in a loss. So try to win with having your quarterback run the ball. So another huge credit to Brian DeBull, folks, getting it done. Josh Allen on the run on 3rd and 3 to pick it up, kept the drive moving here, and then Josh Allen rolling out to the right, doing his best Joe Burrow impression right here, holding on to the ball to the absolute last second on the boundary right here, right before he goes out of bounds, and then flinging this one in the back of the end zone. Josh Allen was kind of saying, hey, I was just trying to throw this one away, but this is actually one of the best throws I've ever seen Josh Allen make. So if your best throw is something that you didn't mean to do, I probably would have kept that to myself. But overall, a fantastic throw right here. And then Dawson Knox in the red zone, where they absolutely love to utilize him and exploit the matchups right there. Dawson Knox doing absolutely fantastic and representing tight end university to the fullest extent right there, jumping up and getting this ball for the touchdown. Just Dawson Knox, he's gonna be there. He will be there. And when he's in the end zone, another green flag on this Bills team. They're starting to truly get it done in the red zone, scoring touchdowns, not having to settle for field goals. And that's credit to Josh Allen's legs and credit to the great tight end that Dawson Knox is in the red zone. So once again, huge green flag so far, and that was only their first drive and their first points of the game. And then we get Josh Allen going to Dawson Knox again here in the regular field, not in the red zone, so shout out to that. Then we get him at midfield. Josh Allen, plenty of time to throw this ball, staying tall in the pocket at another time where we kind of like the tall quarterbacks now. Look at how he stands tall in this pocket. This offensive line at the bottom of the screen, he gets beat and he has to hold on to it, but Josh Allen still stands tall, even though this rusher's right in his face. Stands tall, plants his feet one last time, and lets the ball fly a little bit underthrown, a little thrown behind, but it's so wide open that even if he throws a little behind, Isaiah McKenzie is still able to hang in the air enough to hold on to the ball for it to get there. So, and then we get Josh Allen in the red zone again, and a strike over the middle to who? Dawson Knox, big old tight end right here for the Buffalo Bills, and that's a huge piece. Man, oh man, exploiting and going to everything that they did well in this game. That's why we're so big on this Bills team. Every worry that we had for the Bills heading into this game, it was all wiped away because they were doing everything we wanted them to see. Utilize Josh Allen's legs more, getting it done in the red zone and not settling for field goals, going to Dawson Knox, getting Stefon Diggs more involved in the offense. They did everything, being aggressive, another thing that we needed to see. And then we get Josh Allen running the ball here, not fumbling. He's cleaned that up so gosh dang well, folks. That's not an issue we have to worry about. Oh, we don't want Josh Allen running because we don't want him to get hurt. He doesn't get hurt. He's 6'5". He's a big beefy boy, folks. He'll be fine. Oh, we don't want Josh Allen running because he fumbles the ball. No, he doesn't. Maybe his first 2 years. He definitely did his first 2 seasons. We talked about it last year, heading into the season last year. We talked about that, and we even saw Josh Allen fumbled the ball there early on last season. In like maybe the first 3 games, we saw a little bit, maybe like 2 fumbles, and we were a little concerned. But ever since like week 3 of last season, he's cleaned it up and has really rarely fumbled ever since then. So that's really not even a narrative that we should be talking about it anymore. Josh Allen fumbling, because it's an old narrative. It's done. He's overcame it. He's so much better now. That's not Josh Allen. The first 2 Josh Allen years are nothing like we've seen the last 2 seasons. So we've got this new image of Josh Allen, and it's way better than what it was, and thank goodness it was, because that was really bad his first 2 years. But then we get the big throw right here. Josh Allen still has the cannon arm that we haven't even talked about. Josh Allen has a cannon right here. He's going to launch this one from his own 25-yard line and get it all the way down to about the 30-yard line right there. So what do we got? 45 yards. That's clean, easy, out in front to Stefon Diggs. So hitting his big-time target on a big-time throw down the field, making him happy, keeping him happy, and keeping the defense off balance. So Josh Allen, a couple of plays later, can run the ball and slide just short of the first down. But, we haven't really seen that by Josh Allen to really slide like that when he has so much more room to potentially run right here. So once again, it's just Josh Allen being smart when he needs to. He's so cerebral, folks. You can trust this man. You don't have to hold Josh Allen back because he knows what he can and can't do, what he can and can't get, and he will always make the smartest decision, even though it may not look that smart while he's doing it. The man knows, folks. He's cerebral. The man is smart. Give Josh Allen his credit. Give this man his dues. This man was all over the field last week, and it was absolutely fantastic. Here we go, 3rd and 4. A little bit of a check down here on 3rd and 4, but just picking up the first down, taking what the defense gives you. We've got no problem doing that. We've got no problem making the smart play. And then Josh Allen loading up for the deep ball. This one's just too easy. Emmanuel Sanders getting into the mix as well, and this is going to be a huge as well. We would love to see Emmanuel Sanders step up his role a little bit more to truly compete with Stefon Diggs. And we kind of know, with the Cardinals and Kyler Murray not having his number 2 receiver up to par in the playoffs, AJ Green, and not having DeAndre Hopkins, not having your number 1, so you have to focus on your number 2, and your number 2 doesn't give you anything good. So goodness forbid Stefon Diggs cannot play in a playoff game. Emmanuel Sanders, we still have big time believability that he can be the number 1 man, and that him and Josh Allen had the chemistry to make big time plays down the field like this one on first 1st and 20 in the second half. Josh Allen launching it from the Patriots 45-yard line, getting it to the end zone. I mean, that's 45 yards clean as heck right there. Bingo, bango, perfect accuracy to Emmanuel Sanders. Alrighty, what else do we got? There's more. How is there more highlights? A nice little dink down to Dawson Knox, getting it done. 7, 8, 9 yards. Fantastic. Keeping the drive moving. Still third quarter. Josh Allen. Look at this man stand in the pocket. This is what we're talking about. Big quarterbacks and why we're done with the small ones, folks. Josh Allen knows he can take a hit, knows he can stay in the pocket to the very, very last second because he will be able to survive the hit, survive the pressure, whatever it is. Look at this edge rusher, or just look at this free rusher coming off the edge here by the Bills. Does he flinch? He knows the running back. I believe that is, who do we got there? Is that, Hang on. They don't run the ball, so that's why their running back names are eluding me. Devin Singletary, that's it. Devin Singletary coming over. Josh Allen knows Devin Singletary and trusts Devin Singletary to get there to make the block because this looks free range, a free hit on Josh Allen. But in Josh Allen sees it, he's looking right at it. He does not flinch. He does not trust Devin Singletary to make that block to keep him upright so he can make this beautiful ball that's going to come out of his hands. So any small quarterback would have ran at the first sign that they saw that rusher coming in and try to escape it and try to maneuver in the pocket to avoid it and not trust their teammates right there. But Josh Allen does, and then he slings the ball side-handed to Cole Beasley for the first down pickup. It's just, everything is just so freaking like, this is the best performance I ever saw by the Bills, folks, and they've been good the last two seasons, last season, this season. This is the best performance I saw, offensively, defensively, coaching-wise, aggressiveness, and then we get Josh Allen throwing on the run, and you better believe that's great as well, going to Dawson Knox all the way to the 1-yard line. I mean, man, oh man, and then we get it on the goal line, Josh Allen, bootleg, dink, just easy floating it to an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, a lineman nonetheless, and just dinking it to him, floating it up to him. It's just, everything was perfect. Everything was pure perfection by this Bills team, and that's the first time we've seen it all season long. So they're the Super Bowl winners, folks. That is Super Bowl winning football right there all around. Absolutely perfect by the Bills. And they are, if they, hopefully they don't make me eat these words after I'm about to eat the words I've already said. But this Bills team is making me eat my words, and I cannot be happier about it. I've got no problem. Once again, we're always trying to get it right. Obviously, nobody wants to be wrong. I'm not saying things that are wrong out there on purpose. We truly believe 1,000% in every word that we say, every kind of bet that we pick. We don't say things that aren't right or aren't true on purpose, folks. That's not ours. We don't go for likes. We don't go for shock value. I don't care about that. I've got no interest in any of that. But I will get it right. If we see something is wrong and we said something is wrong, we're going to watch it and keep watching it to see, are we truly wrong? Or is there any hope? Is there any belief that we were right? And truly take the stats with the film and be like, oh, we were wrong. And we were a little wrong about the Bills, saying they were playoff pretenders, folks. Nothing like that. The best team remaining, and we'll see if they can continue to get it done. I believe they can. So, Bills get the win here. Josh Allen looked absolutely flawless. We'll call it flawless officially. Bills getting it done. Man, oh man, that was fantastic.